Hey guys, this is Rock, aka Crydon. I just wanted to really quick go over a few things in video form. I thought maybe the visual aid would be useful to some. Um, we're going over a couple things in the guild meeting channel right now, and please fill out that survey. Please follow the instructions on each one because Google Surveys is not very powerful and it doesn't let me do exactly what I want as far as forcing people to only choose one or two if it can. Or if it does do that, I couldn't figure it out. So please just watch that carefully. Anyway, the main reason I'm making a video is there's been a little bit of confusion about how we're going about DKP and Loot Council. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Just before we do, I just want to put it out there that Ashley is our new social media leader. So if you guys have any ideas or if you have anything for her to post on our social media accounts that she's creating soon, go ahead and DM her and she'll handle that. And then Milk is going to be in charge of our Battlegrounds group and World PvP events, hopefully. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That's what I want to do. So you guys can tag them in guild chat and say congrats on that. And speaking of leadership, I just want to make the hierarchy a little bit more clear. This isn't me saying one role or another is any higher or lower than the other necessarily. We're all on the same level in my mind. This is, I'm trying to be fair to everyone here as best as possible. But the people that do have an elevated leadership position just have extra time and they're willing to give that to the guild. So to those of you that are leaders, thank you so much for investing that bit of extra time to the game and the guild. I thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Okay, so let's really fast talk about how our DKP system is going to work. We're doing a hybrid system. We're doing DKP and Loot Council. Some guilds will only do Loot Council. I think that leaves too much room for bias. So we're going to primarily be using a DKP system that's much more fair and much more balanced and rewards people showing up and contributing to the guild. Things like giving materials for blacksmiths so they can make the tank's dark iron gear. That'll give you a little bit of extra DKP. Not much, a little bit. Going to optional raid nights where we're just farming bracers and belts for guildies. That gets you some extra. So, contributing and helping out lets you acquire points that you can thus spend on drops that you want. In rare cases, we're going to use the Loot Council system. You can read a couple examples I gave right here on the screen. It's not going to be something we're going to be doing very often. Just keep that in mind that that is something that we have as leaders the right to pull out of our pockets if we think it's necessary. But we're really going to not use that often at all. I also wanted to put this out there in the beginning before the game even comes out. And if you've never played Classic before, traditionally guilds will prioritize tanks and healers to get geared up first. This doesn't mean that they're going to get 8 out of 8 might, for example, in my case, before another warrior gets anything. That's not what that means. But the first handful of drops that are tank specific, especially if they're tank specific, will be funneled into the main and off tank and a couple of the main healers that will probably always show up. If those few people are geared, then everyone gets geared. If the tanks can hold threat more, that means you can do more damage if you're playing DPS. If the healers can keep the tanks alive, again, you're not going to get any loot if the tank is dead. So please keep that in mind. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to prioritize the tanks and healers getting gear first. An idea is floating around there that we'll just give tanks and healers a little extra DKP. We can talk about that in guild chat. Go ahead and voice your opinions. That's what we're doing. That's what it's there for. Go. And also keep in mind, there is a small penalty for not showing up to raid nights. It'll be a DKP decay system. It'll be really mild. It won't be a big deal if you can't make a raid night. You'll barely know, especially if you only miss, a couple nights in a month or something. It's not a huge deal, but just keep in mind that there has to be some kind of penalty for not showing up, just to encourage, people that have been getting gear to stick around and keep helping us kill bosses. I know it's a game, and we're going with a casual approach, but we still want to down those bosses. So just keep that in mind, and you can ask me about that in guild chat if you're a little confused on the details. Okay, so something to keep in mind on Monday when everyone is starting to level. If you can, send me or Mir a small donation of a silver or so, just in case we need it to buy the guild charter. Mir is probably going to hit level 10 before me, so she'll be in Ironforge, ready to make the guild. So if you're around that level, around level 10, please meet up with her. Please DM her to sign the guild charter. And once the guild is created, we'll start inviting everyone in the Discord server. But yeah, it does cost 10 silver to make the charter, and we need 10 people, 10 unique players to sign it. So just keep that in mind. We'll get the guild created as fast as possible. And thank you so much, guys. That's pretty much it. The items in the survey are the things to discuss in our guild meeting. If you have more questions, don't agree with the things I've posted there, or you guys just want to voice your excitement for Classic tomorrow, go ahead. Guild chat and the guild meeting chat. Keep it on topic, though, if it's in guild meeting. All right, guys? All right. Thank you so much.